Welcome to Two Weird Beans in Paris. We've just returned from a long weekend in Paris, and as well as the usual tourist hotspots, we went out of our way to find a few things that were a little different. In this particular video, we're going to be showing you 3 of our favourite Paris parks with some interesting and unusual features.
We're in unusual park number 1.
We're in Parc de Montsouris in the south of Paris, and aside from just being a really pleasant little park, we're here for a very particular reason, which is that there is a flock of green parakeets that nest here, so we've come to see if we can see some.
So excited. We found some green parakeets. I'm so excited. Can you see them? Yeah, look, you can see them. This way. There's the fancy little fella.
Yeah, you can see he's green. We actually saw quite a lot of parakeets in the end. Yeah, I didn't think we'd see any, and then literally they're just flying all around, aren't they?
Yeah. I keep going, oh, there's one, and I'm like, oh no, it's a pigeon.
Yeah, there's pigeons as well.
We've seen all the wildlife here. I'm well excited. There's been parakeets, obviously. There's been ducks, there's been geese, there's been a heron.
More hens, did you say?
More hens. Pigeons. Magpies.
They count, they're still wildlife.
Sparrows. Well excited, all the birds.
Yeah.
Top-notch park. Garden/park number 2. So we are in Jardin de Pont, if I'm saying that rightly, if I'm saying that right. We decided to come here because it is basically a garden of plants. It's so pretty. We're here in spring, so all the bulbs are out. I mean, just the colours are beautiful.
It's called the Garden of Plants because there's lots of plants.
There's flowers, there's vegetables.
Yeah, vegetable Jess.
Vegetable Jess is back. Vegetables. Looks like a brassica tail. It's a really pretty garden to walk around, and there's the tropical area as well that you can go into. There's also the Natural History Museum, so dinosaurs. So cool, it's so warm, which I'm liking, but there's an orchid display on, and there's just so many beautiful colours and so many different kinds of orchids. Yeah, and we actually also stumbled on the free day it's on, so I think around Paris they have free Sundays at the first Sunday of the month, so we stumbled on that today. It's normally I think €5 or €7, so it's not exactly expensive, but still good little freebie find, and it's beautiful in here. Even without the orchids it would still be beautiful. Park/gardens number 3.
Today we're in the 3rd park of our Paris trip, which is the Bois de Vincennes. This park is a little outside the centre of Paris to the southeast.
It's a short train ride away on the RER train. It goes to sort of more suburban area, but it's much quieter, and this massive park is in it.
Yeah, the park's huge. It's probably taken us over an hour to walk from one end of it to the other. And there's also a very particular reason we wanted to come to this park. There's an area of the park called the Jardin de Tropical, and it has an interesting, if slightly dark, history. Le Jardin d'Agronomie Tropicale was opened during the French Empire and was initially used as an exhibition for exotic foreign plants and vegetation. So there's a lot of bamboo here and exotic plants from all over the world. But this at the time wasn't quite enough to satisfy the tastes of the people at the time. And so what actually ended up happening is that the French Empire brought over people men, women and children and animals from various different colonies that the French Empire owned at the time. These people lived in replicas of the environments and the villages and things that they would have lived in their home countries, and it's been described as something akin to a human zoo. The people, we've learned, generally did come here willingly and were actually often paid, but that doesn't kind of gloss over the fact that it was very exploitative, and a lot of the people who lived here actually died because their immune systems weren't used to dealing with the diseases and things, and they weren't always very well looked after. Many of the exhibitions have now been renovated, and a lot of this history is actually laid out very clearly on information boards, so it's an interesting place to visit, if with a slightly dark history. What'd you say?
A pineapple roll. I stop eating. Oh, video me.
Excuse me? Are you speaking French? Oh, it fucking is tart, isn't it? It really is.
Hold you.
It's nice though.